Alright guys, welcome back to the Dragon Ball figure recap. First of all, as you can see, the logo on the screen there now says dbfigs.com. That is because I have made a website for Dragon Ball figures called, well, dbfigs.com. It's essentially, think of it as like a central hub where you can easily find the Dragon Ball figures you're looking for instead of having to like run to Amazon and search through a whole bunch of stuff that's just messy and disorganized and go to AliExpress and search through the stores and stuff. Like, if you want everything like conveniently organized in like neat places and stuff, that is how the website is set up. Okay, so I plan to make a tutorial kind of like walkthrough about it tomorrow, which will be Saturday. So just to go into more detail, show you what the website has and all that kind of stuff. And hopefully it can just like make the entire Dragon Ball figure collecting experience much less, much less of a hassle, much less stressful, and just much more convenient and easy, okay? So as far as official Dragon Ball news, well, figure news, the first thing, and they literally posted this, like, I think a short time after I made last week's video and stuff. So this is the Pop-Up Tour USA that we've talked about before, and they posted an update about the venues and stuff. As you'll see this second image here, it says first stop Schaumburg, Illinois, Woodfield Mall, February 6th to 8th, 2026. Second stop East Rutherford, New Jersey, American Dream, February 20th to 22nd, 2026. Third stop Aventura, Florida, in Aventura Mall, February 27th to March 1st, 2026. Fourth stop Austin, Texas, Barton Creek Square, March 6th to 8th, 2026. Fifth stop Arcadia, California, the shops at Santa Anita, March 13th to 15th, 2026. And when I looked at the website, I couldn't find, I checked one of these, I think American Dream, and I couldn't find like ticket information or anything. So this might be a free to attend event, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not near any of these things, so I won't be going or anything, but it says here as the caption, the world of Dragon Ball is yours to experience with the Dragon Ball Pop-Up Tour USA 2026, hitting the road in February. Beginning in Illinois, this tour will be making stops across 5 cities within the US. And of course, they mentioned the same stuff we just mentioned from the image there. Save the dates and join us on the tour. Check out the special event page for full details, including event hours. And they leave a link here to en.dragonballofficial.com/special/pop-up tour USA 2026. You can visit that if you want to see more information and stuff. But as I said, I didn't see any ticket prices or anything. So this might be free to attend, but I'm not 100% sure about that, okay? Then they revealed the box art for, well, the box for the Genki Matsuri event exclusive Goku. It says, here's a first look at the package for SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Son Goku Legendary Super Saiyan Genki Matsuri Edition. These names, man, you gotta use a whole breath to say the name. The special edition item that will get advanced sales at Dragon Ball Genki Matsuri, and I'm actually looking forward to that. I checked the times, and essentially it'll be running from 7 p.m. my time, Eastern US time, 7 p.m. to 4:30 in the morning or something on Sunday. So I mean, I'm probably gonna pull an all-nighter if it does live stream for the whole time, because Toei Animation is supposed to be live streaming it. I don't know if they're gonna live stream all of those hours, or if that's just or the live stream is just a certain hour or 2 hour thing. I'm not sure, but if it is for all of those hours, I do plan to basically pull an all-nighter and watch the whole thing, and then probably make a video kind of just summarizing the important information from that, So yeah, at Dragon Ball Genki Matsuri, it has also been confirmed that this item will be available on Premium Bandai Japan after the event. Stay tuned for more details. Notice they said Premium Bandai Japan, not USA. So you might not be able to get this if you're in America, okay? I mean, I personally, if it had anime colors, then I'd be kind of interested in it. But at the same time, there is the NT, what's it called? Unyielding Spirit, which is a legendary Super Saiyan Goku with damage detail and more vibrant colors and stuff, which, I mean, I think it probably is better than this as far as value would go, because I don't know what price they're asking for this. I think the Japanese price is, I think, about $60, which is not horrible, still a bit much. but like, you know, they don't ever charge us in America the actual conversion price. Like if it's say 60, say the price in Japan is like, I don't know, 50,000 yen or something. I don't know the exact, just as an example. Let's say the price in Japan is like 50,000 yen or something, and that equates to like 45 US dollars, right? They're not going to charge us 45 US dollars. They're going to charge us $50 because they're just going to say, oh, 50,000 yen, $50, 100,000 yen, $100. Like, it's just stupid. I don't know why they do that. Just like, does it cost you that much? Like, you have to increase the price that much just to sell it to Americans? I mean, and this is not even a tariff thing. They were doing this before tariffs, so that's no excuse. Even before tariffs started, they've always been doing this thing where they like basically face value the price, okay? If it's 80,000 yen, they're not going to charge you $50. They're going to charge you $80. Like, I hate that. I really hate that. But here's the box art. I think this is probably the first time that they've had the like actual like manga art on the box instead of like, you know, pictures of the figure. So that looks pretty cool. Of course, I don't really care about these colors personally. Like, I wouldn't really want this as a figure because I mean, I don't even think, like, not even the full color manga. I don't think the full color manga has this color. Like, I think this is probably the original manga, like a colored panel or something. I'm actually not sure. I've never seen the original source material like firsthand of this, but yeah. And I think this is when he says like, are you talking about Krillin, you know? So yeah, I mean, pretty cool. The figure looks pretty good. And I will say this, another thing I wanted to mention is that I think honestly, this figure is kind of disrespectful to collectors because it shouldn't take an exclusive, right, for Bandai to actually fill in the details, right? It shouldn't be a requirement that for you to actually paint the figure, for you to actually fill in at least some of the scratches, I guess, or add this detail and stuff. This doesn't have to be an exclusive, right? The original legendary Super Saiyan Goku for $65, $67, $70, whatever price you're asking, should already have this level of detail, okay? This should not be something where it's like, oh, they don't paint the regular ones, but they paint the no, okay? You want $65, $67, $70, this is what you should be painting from the beginning. This is the level of detail you should already be adding from the beginning. See all the shading and the muscles and stuff? This should not be just limited to exclusives, okay? So I think it's actually kind of disrespectful, to be honest with you. I don't really like that personally, but like the figure looks pretty good, but it shouldn't require an exclusive name for you to actually put effort into painting the figure, man. No. Next, we have the Goku figures here. And this says, check out the new blog up now on Tamashii Web for the evolution of SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Son Goku, rolling out with the latest articulation. New SH Figuarts Son Goku figures featuring the latest articulation are arriving one after another, and we trace the lineup's history while showcasing the evolution up to the newest releases. The images show product samples and in-development painted prototypes. Actual products may differ in parts. And yeah, they should have said that for Charlotte. I mean, they probably did say that for Charlotte, but we didn't think it would be that important of a message. We'll get to that later, actually, in the Premium Bandai section. I'm going to talk about that a bit more, actually. So yeah, they're showing the, you know, the red Goku, base form, Super Saiyan, blue Goku, all right here. And I mean, like, I would say, like, the silhouette of the figures looks pretty good, minus this hip thing here. But the silhouette of the figures looks pretty good. But of course, like, I think this is actually just, this is probably just Games Begin, like, repainted, right? I think that's what that is. And I think to me, this kind of looks, I don't know. I guess it's because we're getting a better, clearer look of it now. It looks a bit more generic than I initially thought. Like, on the promotional images, it looked like slightly less generic, you know? And they do say these are painted prototypes or whatever, but I mean, unfortunately with Bandai, oftentimes the prototypes look better than the final product. So if the prototype looks this generic, then the final product will probably look even, you know, more generic than this. And yeah, so they showed also this one here. Yeah, I mean, you know, this looks pretty good, I'd say. I think this one actually looks pretty spot on. This is a pretty solid head sculpt, I'll say. Unfortunately, of course, for the blue and red Goku, like, they have like 50% of the faceplates are looking to the side. So those are just probably, like, you know, skips for me for sure. Well, I said probably and for sure. Like, they're probably skips for me because I hate the looking to the side thing. It just is too much. I can't be editing that stuff all the time for like animation or whatever, you know. And the hips, man. Oh man, like look at that, you know? Man, come on, man. Like what? Look at that's at least like 2 or 3 centimeters off of his waist there, man. Why, man? Just ruins the body of this figure here, man. I hate that. And I hate that you can't have his legs together without those hips just flying off like flipping jet wings, man. I hate that, man. I don't know why they decided to start doing that full time. The was it Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho? That would be a much better route to take than this stuff. I don't understand it, man. Like why would you do that, man? That I do not like that at all. I do not like that at all. Then they posted this like what 15 hours ago, saying they're on February 5th, 2026, a new campaign will kick off at the Tamashii Nation's online shop. Stay tuned for more information. So whether this will be Dragon Ball related or not, I don't know, but I just figured it was kind of, you know, relevant to mention here. And then as far as this Frieza goes, this is probably like a month now. 4 weeks it says. Yeah, December 25th. Almost a month since they've like showed this image of this, you know, Frieza, they're gonna be revealed soon or whatever. And we still have not got this reveal. So I'm thinking it's possible this might be something that they reveal at the Genki Damatsuri event. Possibly. They might save it for that event. Because actually, if you think about it, the Genki Damatsuri Goku, and this Goku, of course, in those moments, actually, you know what? When Goku said, "Are you talking about Krillin?" Was Frieza at full power or not? I'm not sure. But he definitely was battle damaged. So whether he was full power or just in his like 4th form or base form, he was definitely battle damaged, and I expect this to probably be battle damage. So I'm thinking they might fully reveal this figure at the Genki Damatsuri event and like pose it with this Goku or pose it with the Genki Damatsuri Goku possibly. Yeah, that might make sense. So that is my potential prediction, right? Because I mean, it's literally a month that they've revealed, you know, shown this image. So I think it's likely potentially that they'll reveal this Frieza at the Genki Damatsuri event, like fully reveal it. That might be what they do, and it would make sense. 40th anniversary of the Dragon Ball anime, I believe, right? And of course they have that Goku, which would go well with this, and this Goku as well. So I think that is probably what they're gonna do. Reveal this Frieza at the Genki Damatsuri event. That is my prediction, and I'm not saying it's 100% guaranteed, but I think that would be a likely scenario. Okay. As for Bardock, well, Premium Bandai, we have Premium Bandai. There are only 2 pre-orders on Premium Bandai right now. First, the Bardock, the father of Goku, $75. And actually, this pre-order closing date was previously March 1st. It used to be March 1st, and they changed it to March 15th. So it's kind of like they're, I don't know, what is it, like psych? You know, they're like, oh, pre-orders close March 1st, and then March 1st arrives, and you're like, oh, sorry, no, it's actually March 15th. We were just kidding, you know. So I don't know. If I had to guess why they do this, they set a pre-order closing date, right, to kind of inspire sales, right, to tell you, hey man, this thing, pre-order's gonna close soon, you sure you don't want to get it? Like, hey, March 1st, man, come on, man. And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it March 1st, let me pre-order it now. And then you pre-order it, and then it's like, oh, sorry, March 15th, we extended it. Like, what? And then for the people who didn't get the March 1st, they're like, hey man, March 15th, they close, you sure you don't want to get it, you know? So this might be, it's a sales tactic, potentially. It's probably a sales tactic. And it could also be an indicator, potentially, that they haven't gotten as many pre-orders as they would like, right? They want more orders, and they're like, all right, so March 1st, we didn't meet our goal for March 1st. Let's push it back to March 15th. If they don't meet their goal for March 15th, push it back to March 30th or something like that, right? As I've said before, the chances of me getting this are very slim unless I find it for a better price. $75, way too much for this. Honestly, I will say, I'm hoping that some third-party company makes a Bardock at some point. Hopefully some third-party company, DF, WP model, whoever, for a decent price, of course, not the same price as Bandai's, you know, ridiculous price. Hopefully, I really hope that some third-party company makes a Bardock at some point. I hope they make a regular Bardock and a battle damage Bardock. okay, for a much better price than this, with better accessories as well, better value for your money. That's what I'm personally hoping for, okay? But yeah, this is scheduled for shipping August 2026. Pre-orders allegedly close on March 15th. Allegedly. That might change again, as it changed from March 1st to March 15th, okay? And then the other pre-order is, of course, Dodoria and Zarbon. These do not have a pre-order closing date yet, which might be an indicator that they have even less pre-orders than Bardock does. Because, I mean, yeah, I mean, dude, if you're asking $165, $82 for these two figures, which are clearly not worth that value, okay? And I think that more collectors are having their eyes opened to the reality of that, of the overpricedness of SH Figuarts and stuff. Yeah, you're not going to make as many pre-orders as you want, right? If you had a better price tag, you'd get more pre-orders, right? I mean, that's just logical, right? If these were like $120, right? Perhaps $60 per figure, something like that, I'd probably be like, you know what, that's not a bad, well, I mean, it's still overpriced, of course, but it's much better than $165, you know? So yeah, man, when you ask for ridiculous prices, then you get lower pre-orders, you get lower sales, okay? And that's just logical, okay? So yeah, let's now move on to the Amazon stuff. Oh, and I wanted to mention too, notice here on the Premium Bandai website, right? It says no exchanges or returns are accepted. Now, I think that this message holds even more weight now than it ever did before after the whole Shallot situation, right? They charged $90 for Shallot and sent people basically a $20 bootleg, as someone mentioned in the comments, right? $90, it looked pretty okay in the promotional images. Look how these promotional images, right? But when you got it in your hand, you basically got a bootleg from some like alleyway somewhere. That's what you basically got for $90. So seeing that whole Shallot thing unfold, I can say it's like there's an even slimmer chance now than ever before that you will find me pre-ordering anything from Premium Bandai. Why? Because after the whole Shallot thing, I'm now like, well, wait a minute. If I pre-order this, am I gonna get this? Or am I gonna get a $20 bootleg? You know? What am I gonna get? When I give you this $165 theoretically, am I gonna get these figures in the images here? Am I gonna get these? Or am I gonna get some cheap looking garbage? What am I gonna get? And then there's no returns. No returns. So if I pre-order these figures, right, looking fairly okay in the images here, very plain, of course, no shading, as I said before, but, you know, looking pretty good as far as the sculpt, I guess, you know. If I pre-order these and I get $20 bootlegs from you, I can't do anything about it. I can't return it. I can't get a refund, nothing. And this to me, this also highlights for me, you know, as you guys know, I really have a lot of beef with Bandai, man. I do. It's kind of like, I like Dragon Ball figures, a lot of Dragon Ball figures, but I have a lot of issues with Bandai, okay? It's like how you like having electricity in your house, but that doesn't mean you like the power company, right? Right? You like the internet, you like using the internet for things. That doesn't mean you like Xfinity or you like Verizon, okay? And it's the same situation for me. This right here, this message here, no exchanges or returns are accepted. For me, that highlights a key problem with Bandai, right? And the problem to me is that Bandai, it's almost like you can tell that they don't have like a genuine care for their customers. Like they don't have any like love for their customers. You don't feel like Bandai cares about you. You feel like Bandai cares about your money and that's it, right? Because if you don't accept returns, so if someone gets a broken figure, what? They're done, right? I mean, I could be wrong here. I've never tried to return some of the Premium Bandai. Has anyone done that? Has anyone gotten an exchange from Premium Bandai? I mean, they say here no exchange or returns. So I'm assuming that that means no exchanges or returns. So if you get some imperfect figure, then you're just done, right? And to me, like when you have that kind of policy where you don't accept exchanges or returns, it just really shows me that you don't care about your customers, man. They're just money to you. They're just wallets to you. You're like, here, give us your money, take that, and shut up. Don't talk to us again, no returns, no exchanges, goodbye. You know what I mean? That kind of like cold, like, as they would say, cutthroat business thing. It's like Bandai doesn't have that love for their customers, right? You don't feel like Bandai actually cares about you as a person, you know? You're just a number. You're just a number on a profit graph, right? All they do at the end of the year is like, okay, how much money did we make? How can we make more money than that next year? And that's it, right? So that's why I don't really like Bandai very much at all. I really don't. I think as far as companies that I don't like, I would say Bandai's for sure one of them. Ringside Collectibles is another one of them as far as wrestling figures go. And then McFarlane is a third one as far as like Mortal Kombat. So those are like the three companies that I have a lot of beef with. Bandai, Ringside Collectibles, and McFarlane. I might make a video about that in the future, but for right now, that's all I'm gonna say right now. Let's now move on to the Amazon stuff. Link in the description if you want a free trial of Prime for young adults, 6 months. Now for DAIMA Goku, $35.99. This is available from Amazon.com. I have this figure, pretty good figure, I'd say, good price. DAIMA Mini Goku, $35 in stock as well. Not on sale like it was in previous weeks. It was like usually on really good like Dragon Stars prices, but I haven't seen a good sale on this for a while. DAIMA Vegeta, $35.99. Shipper or seller, Amazon.com. They have Mini Vegeta here, $31.92. I do not have a coupon offer like I did in previous weeks, so they might, you know, have this on sale again at some point in the future. This figure is one that goes on sale like basically every other week or sometimes every week for many weeks, you know. So you could wait and see if you get another sale on this one, but I mean, if you really wanted this, you should have already gotten this, because I mean, the prices were crazy. Like, I think this was going for like, I had a coupon offer for like $13 at one point. So if you wanted this, hopefully you already got this one. And now the DAIMA Piccolo is on sale as well for the first time ever, I believe. I've never seen this on sale before. It's on sale for $63.70, basically $64, and it says 72% claimed, which means that they have a certain quota of like, you know, purchases that they're allowing for this, I believe, and they have reached 72% of what is allowed. So if you want this, you have a small window to get it. I'd recommend, if you want it, better to get it today or tomorrow, very soon, because once this is gone, it'll probably go back to the regular price, which was $75. I think $64 is you know, it's slightly higher than it should be, but not too much higher. Like, I think this is like basically like a $50 figure, $51 figure. And if you factor in the free shipping, it kind of works out to a somewhat decent price. It's the best price I've ever seen for this thing personally. And it of course has the cloth cape, unlike the Proud Namekian that I have that has the plastic cape, you know, so the cape is pretty solid, right? Then we have the Mini Piccolo. This one is on sale, 24% off. But I also have a coupon offer here for $31.79, which I think is a very good price for this. If you want this, I try to get that coupon right there as like the best price I've ever seen for this personally. Now he needs a sale, okay? This is the one that should be going on sale. Glorio for $95.27, releases on May 30th, 2026. And as I said before, I think it's pretty much a guarantee that this has to go on sale. Like, this has to go on sale after the release date, at least. I don't think they put pre-orders on sale. I don't know if they do, but if anything needs a sale, this needs a sale, because $95.27 for this, I'm not getting it for that price, okay? Then we have Shenron here. Oh, it says ship or sell at Kawaii World though. Hold on. Yeah, Amazon has it $119.56. Okay. Amazon.com right there. Okay. Yeah, so $119.56 from Amazon. Is it available? Is it in stock? Oh, I guess it's actually in stock. But today is not January 23rd. Oh, it is. Today is January 23rd. Yeah, so Shenron is now actually in stock. If you go to the Amazon listing here, you can buy this right now. So it's no longer a pre-order. Shenron is available as we speak, okay? Cool. Then we have Proud Namekian Piccolo. This also needs a sale. $109.30. releasing on August 14th, 2026. I, of course, already have this, so I don't have to worry about the price tag there. But if you want Proud Namekian and Piccolo, this is the pre-order price. First Form Frieza, I also have this, thankfully. November 14th, 2026 is the release date, being sold by Amazon.com right there. Trunks, yeah, he should get a sale too, to be honest with you. July 14th, 2026 is the release date for this, 78.38. Earth's Strongest Man Krillin should also get a sale. August 14th, 2026. And then Games Begin Goku, $39.99, Prime Overnight. Dangerous Pride Vegeta, $38, June 29th, 2026. I am very much looking forward to this, but I do want to put some third-party head sculpts on there because I don't really, fancy these ones very much. As far as if you want a Super Saiyan Vegeta right now, though, the let's see, what is this? Awakened Super Saiyan Blood is currently in stock, but it says only 4 left in stock. So just like the Blue Vegeta, I don't know if they're gonna keep restocking. If you do want this, you've been kind of thinking about it, better to get it like very soon because it says only 4 left in stock right there. Whether they'll restock, I don't know. Okay, they might or they might not. Then we have $38, Kind-Hearted Saiyan Goku, releasing on July 30th, 2026. I'm kind of looking forward to this, but I don't know. I might just use the Lowest Born Saiyan head sculpts as my like base form Goku on like the Martialist Forever body. I might just go that route. As you saw, I used that combination in my like the Broly short I made recently. And I think it looks pretty solid actually. I mean, even though the Lowest Born Saiyan is like a Saiyan Saga art style, I think it still looked pretty good. So I might end up passing on this one. I don't know. I mean, because I like the neutral expression right here, but the smiling one looks a little strange. I mean, like if you look at that there, it just looks like a little off, looks a bit off. So I don't know about the smiling one, but the neutral one I think looks really solid. And yeah, like that looks a little off right there. And then you have some other stuff here. Let's see. The teeth gritted, looks passable. The yelling is decent. It's not the most expressive thing, but I think the neutral one is the best one right there. Yeah, July 30th, 2026 for that. As for Saiyan Raised on Earth, now this was on sale earlier this week, and I posted about it on my YouTube post section. I also posted about, what was it? Oh, the DAIMA Piccolo. So I posted about this and the DAIMA Piccolo. This was on sale for $26. So hopefully you didn't miss that post and you saw that and you got that if you wanted one of these. Right now, the price is back to $38 if you want it from Amazon.com. They do have Amazon resale here for $26, but I don't know about Amazon resale. I don't think I've ever purchased from Amazon resale, not that I'm aware of at least, So Amazon.com is back to the regular price. Will this go on sale again? I couldn't tell you, but hopefully if you wanted one of these or wanted multiple of these, you saw the post I made and you got one of these for yourself or multiple. And then finally for DBZ, we have Imperfect Cell. I have this myself. I think sculpt wise, it's a fantastic figure. If it had great shading, it would be like, I think basically a perfect Imperfect Cell. No pun intended there. $74.44 Prime Overnight, sold by Amazon.com. As for Dragon Ball Super, they have the Unwavering Saiyan Pride Vegeta, $34.43. And remember, all these figures, you can find links for them in the description and on dbfigs.com, okay? So shipped and sold by Amazon.com. Pretty solid Vegeta figure, I'd say. I do hope, of course. Then again, I mean, actually, as I think about it, as far as Blue Vegeta goes, the head sculpt, I mean, if they make them look like improvements on these, they'd probably be pretty good, pretty decent, passable. But if they look like Dangerous Pride, they're not gonna be like really spot on or anything. So yeah, I mean, the body is not that different from the regular Super Saiyan Vegeta. So I don't know. I was thinking about basically waiting for an updated Blue Vegeta, but then I realized just now that doesn't really matter very much if the head sculpts are kind of generic, or so I might just get multiple Dangerous Pride bodies potentially and put like a blue head sculpt on one. Although the Tonsen blue head sculpt's pretty expensive now. And they're also like blue evolution, not regular blue. So they're not like this color of blue. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have to think about this, whether I want to get this or not. But if you want it, it's available $34.43 overnight shipping. Full Power Broly being released on April 30th, 2026, $99.99. I do not expect this to go on sale ever. This is like a very sought after figure. I plan to get this myself, of course. Then we have the new Red Goku here, $38, being released on September 15th, 2026. Blue Goku, $38, October 14th, 2026. And finally, GT Kid Goku, $46.95. This is available for purchase right now. All right, as for third-party news, first we have DF here. They posted this saying, DF, the coming one, Free the Future is available now. Distributors in different areas may have slightly different delivery times, okay? Now I've seen, I think Hooting Toys posted saying that they have it in stock right now, but I've never used Hooting Toys, so I'm not gonna like link you to them. Kang posted this image, or a few images actually, of this figure. I assume this means it's in stock, but they didn't like write the words here or anything saying like this is in stock, you know? So Kang posted this, I guess it's in stock, not 100% sure. I'll check later in the AliExpress section, see if it says pre-order now or if it says buy it now. Second image right here. And I think I'm gonna pass on this one because I think I've gotten to the point where I'm kind of tired of generic figures. And this one is of course very generic, you know, it's not like that kind of like, you know, super artistic style or anything. And like, I'm tired of generic stuff, man. Like, I'm just tired of generic stuff. I mean, it's really that simple. I'm tired of generic stuff, you know. I want to buy figures that when I have them, I feel like, okay, this is like high quality art, you know, that kind of thing. And like, this is, you know, very basic stuff, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I think I'm gonna pass on this one personally. Hopefully someone makes like a more, I mean, Recustom is making those head sculpts hopefully at some point, so I could put those on like, or at least that on like my, you know, unofficial trunks or something, or the Tonsen trunks I have or something, you know. But I think as far as this goes, I mean, and it has the hip flap, so it's not even like the body is like, you know, perfect to me, and then it's just the head sculpts, like the body too. Like, I hate that stuff, you know. So I think I'm gonna pass on this one. But that's another image there. This is the arm accessory, the jackets, the pockets. And then DF posted a few images basically saying that, was it HY Magic? Yeah, HY Magic Action. Basically saying that, you know, they're fake and they're not real DF products. So like they posted this saying fake, right? And you see Korea News, this is his post in the background there that we covered. I think we covered that last week, right? Then this one's saying non-DF products, all right? And this one too, non-DF products, okay? And I mean, it's like, it's kind of funny, and it's weird because Big Dino Reviews commented on this post, I believe, before they like disabled comments or hid comments. They either disabled them or hid them or something. And they said, this is not our product. Please be vigilant and beware of scams, right? That's just kind of weird. They said scam alert. And it's like, dude, like, you make clones of Bandai figures all the time. So are you a scam? Are you a scam alert? Like, should we say scam alert? DF is not a real Bandai product. You know what I mean? It's just kind of weird, dude. It's like, if you're making unlicensed products, then why are you pointing out someone else copying your unlicensed product? I mean, you're already copying Bandai. So if someone copies you, you're like, oh, that's fake. Like, dude, yours is fake too, you know? And I think I have Dino's comment here. Let me find it. Hold on, let me get it. Okay, so yeah, I was able to like grab a screenshot of part of Big Dino Review's comment before it like completely disappeared. It says, DF, you need to stop doing this, LOL. I'm a big fan of your stuff, but you are unlicensed, same as every other third party. There are always going to be other companies who clone your pro, and then it ... It like, I can't see the rest of it. It was like a preview that it disappeared. So I guess he's gonna say clone your products or whatever, you know? And DF, as far as I can tell, like either deleted his comment or disabled comments or whatever, you know. And Courier News today, if you ask about future Gohan, they like, I think they delete your comments too, that kind of thing. So, you know, it is what it is. I don't really care that much. It's not a big deal. It's just kind of weird. You know, it's like, you're making unlicensed products, you're cloning Bandai products. Like, why would you say, oh, fake? Like, you're fake too, you know what I mean? So anyways, so yeah, they posted these things here. And then Kang posted this about the HM Gohan head sculpts. These are 2 for Ultimate Gohan and 1 for Gohan Black, right? So this is the Gohan Black right here, HM008. Okay. I don't know if Kang has pre-orders or a listing for these yet. I'll check. But yeah, if he does have a listing available, then I'll link that on dbfigs.com or in the description. Okay. So here we go. Gohan Black looks pretty good, you know. Then we have the Ultimate Gohan here with the Windswept version, HM007 and HM006 right here, which is like the regular Ultimate Gohan. If I were to get any of these, it would be this one, of course. But at the same time, I also need a Super Saiyan Gohan. So I don't only need Ultimate Gohan with the black hair, I also need a Super Saiyan version. And I would rather get both the black hair and Super Saiyan hair from the same company, so it's exactly the same kind of sculpt style. So I might pass on these because there's no Super Saiyan version. You know, if they had a Super Saiyan version, I might have thought about it. But then at the same time, I'm tired of head sculpts. You know, I'm tired of buying head sculpts. I just want figures. Like, just give me a figure, you know, because then I have to buy the head sculpt. Then I got to go buy a body to put it on or whatever. And the head sculpt's like $40 and all this kind of stuff. Is like, dude, like, just give me a figure. Just give me a figure, you know? I just want a figure. I'm tired of head sculpts. But anyways, Steve Chen posted a bunch of images of it on like different bodies. So this is on the Games Begin Goku body right here. Does it have different neck pegs? Oh yeah, it has 3 different pegs. Now, I think Lin Yu did a review of this. I think his name was Lin Yu. And he said this peg is for Games Begin. And he said these pegs are for Kong. I don't understand why there are 2 pegs for Kong. Like, I don't get it. That is weird. Is it like because Kong's pegs always break, so even these ones are gonna break, so you need a spare? I don't know. But I guess there's no DF peg unless like perhaps the head sculpt is already compatible with DF without the need to change the peg. So that might be something. But I haven't seen anyone show it on the DF body, which is a body I would personally want to use for this. But yeah, so this is on the Games Begin body. This is Superhero Gohan body. Looks a bit of that no neck going on right there, I'd say. He has a bit of no neck on the Superhero Gohan situation. Looks a little hunched back right there too. This is the Windswept Games Begin body. Windswept Superhero Gohan body. You see his neck is way shorter. Looks like he has like no neck going on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the superhero one. Gohan Black here on a Kong body, I believe. And then this is on the SHF Goku Black body for Gohan Black. And then finally this image here, well, these 3 images as like a collage, I guess you would say. This looks pretty good here. But in the other images, it looks like it has like just like no neck. So I don't know. The Superhero Gohan, I think, is the weakest body for this, it seems. Just looks like it has no neck at all, you know? But this one looks pretty good. This is the Kong. This is, of course, the SHF Goku Black, okay? And Hooting Toys, or Hooting, whatever their name is, Hoot, what, I don't know who, what, when, where. But they posted saying that they have these Gohan, you know, future Gohan accessories in stock. Now, I wouldn't personally post these images. As far as I know, these were updated to look way better than this. So hopefully Hooting is not selling these ones, okay? Yeah, so I'm gonna have to see if there's any information about what's going on with the updated version, the better looking version compared to these ones and stuff. Because I mean, this is just like, for these really should be like $15 if that's how they look, I would say, you know, $15 to $20, okay, is what I would, the max I would probably give for these in that state right there. But yeah, so I'm gonna wait to see if there's any more information about the updated version of that. And then GM Studio, and you know, it's interesting because as I was making dbfigs.com, I realized that GM right here, I assume these are the same people who made those bootleg Brolys, you know, GM Studio, like this is GM again, so it's weird. I didn't even put 2 and 2 together. But Lane Sira Toys, or Lane's Ra Toys 2026, they have a website too. I've never used it, so I'm not gonna like tell you to go there, you know. But they posted some images of the GM Gogeta head sculpts right here. So they post like 19 images. I'm not gonna show you like all 19, okay? So this is one image here. Then we have this here. I think this looks pretty cool right here. And then this is this on the, oh, this is on the DF body, okay? So I would say if you have the Tonsen Gogeta or Gogetas, I don't think you need these because I don't think they're like necessarily better than Tonsen. I think honestly, I probably prefer Tonsen. So if you have the DF Gogeta, which, you know, many say looks like Gokon, then this is probably a good thing for you to get to really make your figures look better. Like, it definitely looks better than DF, but I don't think it necessarily looks better than Tonsen, okay? So yeah, that right there makes the DF look a bit better. Although I think the DF body is too bulky for Gogeta, because in Fusion Reborn, and I mean even in the Super Broly movie, Gogeta has a more like slender body. Like, he's not so like bulky like this. So I think DF's body is just too bulky, but this does make it look better, obviously, right? And then this looks pretty cool, but once again, I don't think you, like, if you have Tonsen, like, I'm totally fine with my Tonsen, so I don't think I need this. Tonsen is totally fine to me, you know? In fact, as I said, I might prefer the Tonsen version, but yeah, there you go for that. Then this right here as well. And I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, they look, you know, they look good in a sense, but I think the renders actually look better than the final product is looking right here, or at least this physical product, you know? I think the renders had a bit more of it factor to them than the actual product does. And this is teeth gritted, but I thought he was talking. So I don't know. I as I said, this one looks kind of cool in certain angles, but I don't think, and it's only 3 faceplates, you know, only 3 faceplates. Although the price is pretty low. I think it's like, what, $20 to $30 for this? So not a bad price, but I don't think you need this if you have the Tonsen Gogeta. Here we go there. And I think Kang has these up. I'll leave the link for that as well. I think Kang also has these if you want these. I don't think they're released yet, but they're probably like still on the pre-order stage. So yeah, here we go with that. I wish they had more faceplates though, to be honest. Only 3. Interesting. All right, moving on. So as far as the Kong Brolys go, they're like Super Saiyan 4, Dark Broly, and Super Saiyan 5. Apparently, some people, possibly a lot of people, I think even Beginner Reviews said his limit breaker got sent back, got returned to sender because of the batteries. Okay, so apparently some people are having their Brolys returned to sender because of the batteries or the magnets. I think probably the batteries that are included in the package. And I think this person, Android17 MVP, posted this on Reddit saying, if your Broly are getting returned back to the seller, it's due to the magnets that comes with the figure, I guess. Maybe batteries fall in the category as well. And it says, yeah, it says restricted goods, special items, magnetic. Okay, so yeah, will you get your Broly or will it be returned? I don't know. Big Dino got his Dark Broly, but he didn't get his limit breaker. So yeah, I mean, I don't have to worry about this. As I've said before, I don't even buy Kong figures because I know about the pegs breaking and stuff. I mean, Dino even mentioned that in his review, like the whole Kong peg breaking thing. Like, I'm not spending, what do these things cost? Like, what, $150, $200? I'm not spending $160, $180, $200 on a figure knowing the pegs are gonna break. Like, I'm not doing that. No, okay? So, as I said, until someone notifies me or Kong makes a public statement or something about their pegs being improved, no longer breaking and stuff like that, I'll probably continue to not buy Kong figures, okay? Not spending $100+ expecting something to break. Not happening. Then we have the Moro, or Maruo, right here, Maruo. Model B from LS Studio has been shipped, according to Kang. Whether that means Kang has it right now or it's on the way to them, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that means that, like, it's on the way to them, okay? So one thing to note is that this one, for some reason, has a head sculpt with the black eye there. I don't know if that's an error or if that, I don't know, because I think you should probably have a yelling head sculpt for this one, right? So that might be a bit of an error there. I'd say probably, you know, look out for that. You might get the wrong head sculpt in the package. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there or if that's a mistake, but yeah, so that is a bit concerning right there, I'd say. And then Melmec FX posted this saying, all right, fellas, a lot has happened this past month, and I got enough lined up to make a big update on a lot of projects, commissions, and miscellaneous projects. Keep an eye out this weekend. So this weekend, Melmec FX says they're gonna be like updating everyone on some stuff. And then I wanted to show you this as well on eBay. I found these on eBay. Now I believe these are the MLAN Works like Gogeta vests that we've talked about before for the Tonsen Gogeta figures. And I finally found some images of them on the figure. I think this is what these are, because it says from China. So I think this is them. And you see, like, I don't really like how they look on the figure that much. I don't know, like that looks kind of, I don't know, makes your skin crawl. You know, what's that thing they call it, trichophobia, when you're like have the fear of holes or whatever? Like, it makes your skin crawl looking at that thing, man. So I don't know about that one. Yeah, you know, it's like, I don't know, something about it is just not, you know, not really clicking for me. Like, I actually would just keep the plastic one. I think that they might be a bit oversized or something. I don't know, something about them is not clicking for me, you know? Yeah, so that is what it looks like on the figure as far as I can tell. I believe this is the MLAN Works. And of course, MLAN Works is also on dbfigs.com. You can see all the stuff they have on AliExpress, on Kang and Treasure Toys on there. Yeah, so I don't know. These are not for me, I don't think, okay? Then DKO posted this saying coming soon, Ultra Instinct Goku head sculpt, and I think someone said it's gonna have like 8 faceplates or something. And as I said before, like, I'm tired of head sculpts, man. Like, cause then I gotta go get a body for it. I'm just give me a figure. Just make a figure, man. You know, just make a figure so I can just buy everything as one, you know, just give me a figure, okay? Not for a ridiculous price, of course, but just give me a figure. I'm tired of head sculpts, to be honest with you. And then we have this right here. Decision has been made to change color of green. This is Zella Zenkai with Red Leaf Studios, by the way. Decision has been made to change color of green variant to match source material appearance accurately. And it says, I apologize if the shade may be off slightly. When the photo is transferred to Instagram, for some reason, color is dulled out. I assure everyone the original photo features the colors, to be exact, color matches to that of the colored manga page, okay? And I say this looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I don't have this Broly, so once again, I'd have to, like, if I wanted this, I'd have to like buy the head sculpt and buy the Broly, you know? So there's that, but I do think this looks pretty good here, you know, but it's just a render, of course. We don't have a physical product yet, but yeah, that looks pretty good, I'd say. This one, I don't know. I think this one is, like, it's passable, but it's not like clicking for me 100%, you know, not clicking 100% for me. But I mean, I think like it's acceptable. It's not like I'd be like, oh, this is garbage. Like, you know, it can work, but it's not like striking me as like, wow, you know. But I think this one does look pretty good, pretty good. Although I will say, like, of course, the problem that SHF has in general is the lack of shading, right? So even though some of the sculpts will be really good and stuff, they won't really pop like they should because they don't have that artistic shading to them that they really should have to be like truly premium or high-end figures and stuff, you know? So yeah, like the sculpt itself, I think is pretty solid. If it had excellent shading, it'd probably look really good. But of course, the actual Broly figure that's being made for it doesn't have excellent shading. So why would you put a bunch of shading on the head sculpt when the body doesn't have a bunch of shading, you know? So it's not their fault necessarily. And actually, I was gonna say too, I wanted to mention this before, Bandai not shading these figures well and not applying proper paint detail to these figures in turn limits the creativity of third-party customizers and stuff like that. Because if they make the figures look so plain, then customizers and whoever have to then make their head sculpts look plain to match the plain bodies, you see? Like the Super Saiyan 2 Air Gohan stuff, right? Those kits, those sets would look way better if they had fantastic shading, right? But they can't do that because the body doesn't have fantastic shading. So Bandai is destroying the creativity of others with their cheapness, not shading, not coloring the figures, not painting the figures, all that kind of stuff. Very unfortunate to see that being the case for Dragon Ball figures, okay? Then, yeah, they revealed Zealous Senkai also showed this. They had a whole countdown and everything. And it says Revenge Arc. After some research, it seems that this is Baby Vegeta Black. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. And Baby Vegeta Black is like, I think it's like a fan-made character. And it's kind of funny that we're getting Baby Vegeta Black and we still have no baby. You know, it's like we have the fan-made thing, but we don't have the real thing. Yes, we have the Dragon Stars, which actually looks pretty good, I think. Well, at least for $20, it looks pretty good. But yeah, we have no baby, you know? So perhaps at some point, some third-party company will make baby, but I guess we're getting Baby Vegeta Black first. You know, it's like that's like getting Dark Broly before Broly, you know what I mean? But yeah, this looks, you know, the body looks fine. You can't see much detail, of course. Very dark, more of like, you know, kind of close to a silhouette. So yeah, I'm not really into, you know, fan-made stuff generally, as I said before. Some stuff I might consider making stuff for, but for the most part, I'm not really into fan-made stuff, or even, you know, Dragon Ball Heroes and stuff like that. So yeah. And then Zealous Studios posted this update image of their Broly, the like base form and Super Saiyan versions of Broly, looking pretty cool. I will say, for the price that you're gonna see later on the AliExpress section, this figure better be absolutely perfect, okay? Like, this better be flawless. When I look at this, I better feel like I have Broly from the movie in my hand, okay? If this is anything less than perfect, for the price they're asking for this thing, I'm not gonna be pleased with that. Like, I don't want any generic anything. I don't want any basic looking thing. I want this thing to feel like I have Broly from the movie in my hand, okay? All right, so Kang is on vacation apparently, so I'm only gonna show you treasure toys today. Here we have the Black Hole Toys Vegeta 2-pack. This is the one where they have like one Vegeta normal, one Vegeta battle damaged. I thought about getting this set at one point, but the battle damage Vegeta is inaccurate because it has the like waist armor on and it shouldn't have that. And since WoW Super Action Studio is making a Vegeta soon, I think it's best to probably just wait for that, unless you want a battle damage Vegeta specifically, because WoW Super Action Studio hasn't, you know, said that they're making a battle damage Vegeta. Only a regular Vegeta they've shown so far, so I don't know. But hopefully they make a battle damaged one to go with the regular one, you know? Then we have the Majin Vegeta here. They have the blue normal and black normal. So the battle damaged black and blue are sold out. This one says only 4 left, and this one says 19 available. So the blue one is like almost completely gone. Then the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Time Jumper, like I think this is Dragon Ball Heroes, right? $41.93, free shipping, great price, honestly. As far as the QC, I've heard the QC isn't like fantastic on this, so you might have to apply some silicone oil or something, I'm not sure. The regular Super Saiyan 4 on this listing is sold out, but they have it on another listing. I don't know why these stores have like multiple listings for the same figures. So this is one listing here, $41.93, free shipping. They have another listing here, $48.45, free shipping, and then they have the regular Super Saiyan 4 over here as well. So this one is $52.42 and free shipping as well, okay? Then for DF, they have the father and son is in stock right now, like shipping actively. So if you want this, you can buy it like right now, get it shipped to you and all that kind of stuff. I do plan to get this myself. Haven't quite gotten it yet, but I do really want it, okay? I'm just like, I've bought so many figures recently and so many accessories recently that I'm like kind of like trying to just take a small break before I make another big purchase. But you know, this does look pretty solid. Although I have heard some QC concerns. Someone on Reddit said their arm peg broke or something like that. I don't know if that was an isolated case or if other people have also had the same thing happening. I don't know. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on that as well to see like, you know, when somebody reviews it that I know and see like, is their copy good? Did they have any issues? That kind of stuff. But apart from that, I mean, it looks good to me. I've also heard that the DF Goku is slightly chubbier than the SHF Goku. Don't know why that is, but it's not a big deal to me, I guess. You know, I hope the face sculpts are still compatible or very similar to Lowest Born Saiyan, though. If he looks like super chunky compared to Lowest Born Saiyan, that might concern me a bit. Then the DF Trunks. Now this, of course, DF posted saying that this is available now. Treasure Toys hasn't posted on their Instagram saying that, as far as I'm aware. So I don't know if it's actually in stock or still a pre-order, but it does say buy now here. It doesn't say pre-order now, it says buy now. So I'm guessing that means it's actually in stock right now, okay? But I can't confirm that 100%. Then they also have the blue Gogeta from DF. This one, of course, is what I would, if you want a Gogeta, this is slightly cheaper than the Tonsen, but not a drastic difference. Like, I think honestly, the price difference is so negligible, like $10, probably $20 max, that I think you should probably get the Tonsen one instead. But if you prefer the DF for some reason, you know, then, and you want this, it's available here, $61.51, free shipping from Treasure Toys, with the bonus, they say, with the little accessories here, these things. And I want to show the GM Studio. Where is that? We saw that earlier, though. The GM Studio head sculpts, I think, would work really well for this. I'm going to show you those later, I believe. I think Treasure Toys has those available as well for pre-order. And here's the regular Super Saiyan Gogeta from Fusion Reborn. They have this as well, $65.95 free shipping. So I think the price on this has gone up quite a bit. Like, this was not that price before. So Treasure Toys seems to be raising the price on that one. It says what? 2,773 available. So this one says 984 available. Okay, that's a crazy number right there. Then TK Custom, I reviewed this one recently, of course, the yellow one. Like, I like the sculpt, but I do think the hair should have looked more like the renders. Do they have the renders here? No. In the renders, he really, like, the yellow was, it contrasted the skin tone much more. But if you see here, it's like the yellow kind of blends into the skin tone, which I don't really like. Although I will say, it kind of looks like how Broly looked in Burst Limit, the video game. So it kind of works as a Burst Limit Broly, I guess. But I do wish that the hair had more of a contrast compared to the skin tone. And clearly here, the green one has the fire on it, meaning that it's like selling, you know, hot or whatever. So the green one is clearly more popular, as I think it probably should be in this case, because as I said, the yellow one just really blends in too much. I prefer yellow hair for Broly personally, but I think they should have used a different color for the hair in this case. They also have the DF Bojack Trunks here, $68.46 free shipping. Says only 10 left. The price on this, I'm pretty sure, I mean, that must have gone up as well. Then the Future Awakening Goku, $61.66, 98 available, so quite a few available. This, of course, is basically a 2.0 version of the what's it called? What is it? Isn't it? Oh, Fighter of Rage. Yeah, Fighter of Rage Goku. The Martialist Forever Return from Beyond. As I said, my personal favorite, like Buu Saga, Cell Saga Goku body. I would like to get more of these at some point. This one says 56.28, only 7 left, okay? This is the ENC or Nan&T Future Gohan set that we talked about earlier. Treasure Toys does have it here. It says pre-order. Okay, it says pre-order now. So you have 4 versions. You have this, 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 and this. Now, since this should have been updated, I'm not sure like how these different listings here correspond to different updates, you know, but if you want to pre-order these, they are up here. But as I said, I don't know, like, because I mean, the updated renders didn't have the exact same face sculpts as what is in these images here. So I'd probably wait to get more information on the update before like pre-ordering this or anything, but it's totally up to you. Then we have the GM Studio Gogeta head sculpts that we talked about earlier, the images. So here, these are the renders, of course, but you can get the solid color blue, solid yellow, transparent blue, and pearlescent yellow. Although it might be transparent yellow. I think it's transparent as well. So yeah, it says pre-order now. So these are not yet released, okay? Then of course for Kong, we have the Super Saiyan 4/5 Broly figures. They have all of them except for the Dark Broly. This one is sold out. Super Saiyan 5 says only 6 left. This one has 15 available, and this one has only 10 left. Okay, so if you want these, although the whole battery thing is kind of concerning, what I would do if I wanted these, I'd probably message Treasure Toys on AliExpress and like ask them about the batteries, like, yo, can you take them out or something or whatever, just to hopefully not have, I don't know. It's kind of concerning having the whole like return to sender thing going on. Very, very concerning there. I don't know why that's happening, because as far as I know, I mean, didn't their Jade Rabbit Vegeta figures also have like a battery in the effect piece? So, or a little light or whatever. So I don't know why these ones are having these issues. And then this is the Red Bolt, which I believe is just Kong with a different name. Red Bolt Broly's, they do have these as well. I guess, I don't know which one is which. 004, 005, all that stuff. But yeah, these are on DB Figs as well. So you could like see them all categorized over there. This one says only 1 left. This one has 9 left. And this one has only 1 left as well. Then for the Moro, this is in stock right now. Of course, the version A, 8321, free shipping, 12 available, it says. And then the version B, this one, it says buy now, but I don't know if this is in stock or still a pre-order, because, you know, I mean, Kang says it has shipped, but I don't know if that means shipped to Kang or shipping from Kang to you, okay? But Treasure Toys has both of them here available. I'm guessing this one might still be a pre-order, but this one is definitely like in stock for sure, version A, okay? The Gogeta vest we looked at earlier, I believe these are the same product, I'm pretty sure. $27.63 for each vest, free shipping, and they have the Tonsen Gogeta here, $78.84 for the Super Saiyan one, and $107.21 for the blue one. That is an increased price, of course. The original price was closer to this. I would rather get this Gogeta than the DF one. I mean, it just looks way better in my opinion. The head sculpts are really good and stuff like that, you know. Same thing here, they have another listing for the same stuff. I don't know why they have 2 listings for the same thing, but different prices as well. And then the Wild Expression Studio Goku, only the version B is available, which I have and highly recommend. Really looking forward to their Vegeta soon, but this is available. $61.22, free shipping from Treasure Toys, $38 available, it says. And then here's the ZL Studio Broly that we saw the updated image for earlier. $89.58 free shipping for these versions here. Then the head sculpts are $39.68 free shipping. So yeah, I mean, this is clearly extremely overpriced. Like, I mean, you could argue, you know, that's the thing about, you know, custom or third-party stuff. Like, on one hand, you could argue it should be cheaper because it's not an official product. On the other hand, you could argue it's more expensive because they make less of them, or they might they're independent, so it costs them more to make certain things or whatever. Like, I don't know. I would really like to see, I would like to see personally, like how we saw kind of like an affordable figure revolution in the, like, you know, Jada Toys and Jazzwares, like Total Anime and the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures, like how their prices were so good compared to basically everyone else. I really would like to see some company step up and make like that kind of impact in the Dragon Ball figure world, where the figures are really solid and the prices are good. Because like a lot of these companies, as I said before, they're just following Bandai's example, right? If an SH Figuarts generally was like $50, for example, they wouldn't charge these kind of prices, right? But they're charging this, they feel comfortable and okay doing this because Bandai does this, okay? So if the official company is ripping you off, then of course they're gonna rip you off too, because they'll be like, hey, well, Bandai rips them off and they pay it, so we can rip them off too. You know, it's like, it's unfortunate that when a company sets a bad example, it's rare for someone else to be like, you know what, even though they're setting a bad example, we're gonna set a good example, right? It's very easy for people to just follow bad examples, usually because they're, you know, they're greedy, they want money, they're like, oh, I just want money, that kind of thing. But when you actually think about, you know, being compassionate in your business, right? Like actually caring about your customers as more than just a profit, that is what, you know, I value from a company more. So I don't know. I might pass on these, I'm not sure. As I said, for $89.58, these better look flipping perfect. Like, these better look perfect, man. I'm telling you, if you want $89.58 from me, this better look perfect. If it looks anything less than perfect for $89.58, or I hear about some, you know, mass QC issues and all that stuff, I'm not going to be happy with this at all. At all. At all. Better be perfect. I'm not even sure if I'm going to get it or not. I'm not even sure. Because some other company might make this at some point. Some other company might make this Broly at some point and make it look better, or give it more accessories or something, better value for your money. I don't know, you know? And who knows? I mean, third-party companies now, a lot of them are like cloning other third-party companies and making cheaper versions of their figures and stuff. And I mean, someone might clone these Brolys and make them cheaper. So I might even wait for that, you know, and see if that happens or not. But yeah, if you want these, Treasure Toys has them available for pre-order right now. They say like this one says 97 available, this is 100 available, 95 available here, and 95 available for this. Okay, if I were to get this, I would probably want the base form, possibly the Super Saiyan, but definitely the blue head sculpts, because what I really want is blue and base form. That's what I really care about. But I would like to display both of them. And I don't want to buy, I don't see the sense in buying two base form bodies. It would make more sense to buy like the Super Saiyan and base form and put the blue hair on one of them and the base form on the other one, you know, because I don't really care that much about this Broly, the Super Saiyan, the yellow haired one here. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I mean, the renders here, I mean, they don't look incredible, but they're very plain. They don't have like detail on them. So I don't know. Yeah, I would say though, for the prices that you're asking for, this better be absolutely perfect. And I think that face sculpts are a really big part of a figure, especially for something that's like, you know, based on art like Dragon Ball. You know, this better look phenomenal, man. Better look phenomenal. And then ZT Studio, they are available here for pre-order, the green-haired version and the Super Saiyan 3 version. The yellow-haired version is sold out, of course. And then same ZT once again, but the Super Saiyan 4. Here we have the 4 versions of Super Saiyan 4. All of them have the same price from Treasure Toys. So yeah, guys, that is it for the Dragon Ball figure recap this week. I don't think there was that much news, so it was kind of, you know, a bit more relaxed for me, I would say. It wasn't as much of a, like, you know, hectic kind of situation. Be sure to visit dbfigs.com. There you'll see like these figures and more, like all neatly organized. You can see like what's available where, all that kind of stuff, whether it's official SH Figuarts or third party or custom stuff. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.